It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And we'll be watching the Oilers' leader at quarterback. He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Oilers and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth. But Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive and defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball,
stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
one thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, faking the give. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan. He routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Texans set to punt this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Oilers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
He'll look to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a handoff, running right. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point is good. And the Oilers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense going again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Oilers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. He's to the 15. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets them down close, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The extra point try forthcoming. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Oilers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here, brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Stroud going to set up to throw. This one batted in the air and intercepted. And the Oilers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Oilers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. His drive will start on the ground, and he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I, back from Houston. In a moment, they need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw yet again. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
His kick is good. And the Oilers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. To throw is Stroud. A throw on the move is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.